Roll them. This is one that is a 45-pound set of limbs that I pull out to 57 pounds. That's when having an extra long draw length comes back to bite you. But 56 pounds, this is the first time I shot. I actually set a gap for the 90. There's a bag out there at 90 meters. I set it for, I set a gap for 80 meters. So literally my finger's right up underneath the arrow itself, touching the arrow. Literally a 0 finger gap is actually, because it's a little bit ahead of the 90 meters. So I took a shot, but let's go take a look and see how I did. I think I heard it hit the bag twice. But it is hard for this 61-year-old body to pull and hold 57 pounds, almost 58. There's 80 meters, 88 yards. Here's 90 meters. I guess technically I got 3 out of 6 on the bag. 2 were okay, but it's the very first set of 6 arrows, so your back muscles got to get warmed up, all that stuff. I see I also overshot. That I tried 2 shots here with a normal, what would have been a 90 meter gap on my 45-pound bow. I shot way over by 10 meters. So that's not going to work. Let's go pull these arrows and try again. 3 out of 6 on the very first try. Okay. Okay, here goes round 2. When you're shooting a 57-pound bow, guys, you have to really engage those back muscles. If you feel your rear delt starting to pull, you're doing something wrong. It's got to only be your hand and then your back muscles pulling like this. It's going to be hard to hold, but I'll do my best. 5-step VOGTLAND shooting method. Step 1, choose your gap. In this case, start at 20 meters, and then I'm going to go up. I'm going to decrease it by 1 finger for every 20 meters. So from 20 to 40, from 40 to 60, from 60 to 80, and that bag is at about 85. So I'm going to take a chance and aim maybe 2 inches above dead center on the bag. That's going to be my target for 85. I'm going to start at 80 and then aim just a hair above, because the only other option is to go 1 finger over, and now I'm doing literally 100 yards on an 80-yard target. I'll have to aim low. I don't want to do that. So I'm going to start at 80 and aim just a slightly high on the target, about 2 fingers above center. So here goes. Step 1, choose your gap. In this case, 0 finger gap. Step 2, draw back and anchor under your chin. Step 3, look down the left edge of the bowstring. That's your rear sight. Step 4, put the tip of the arrow right smack on your target. That's your front sight. Step 5, make a very small motion, release, tiny motion. So let's go. And since the wind's pushing this way, I'm going to aim about this far to the left. This far to the left of the bullseye, because the arrow's going to get pushed over. 0 for 0. So if you see the X all the way down there, if this X and if the 2 X's, if there was actually a corner in the upper left corner, that's what I'm going to put the tip of the arrow on. 0 for 0. Pulled it to the right. I went like this at the end. Muscles too weak. 0 for 1. One for 2. You heard that, didn't you? We're 1 for 2. Shot number 3 coming up. Wind is coming up too. Two for 3. You heard that. Shot 4 coming up. just missed it. 2 for 4. Wind kind of got that one. Three for 5. They're not pretty. You know, there's a lot could go wrong in 100 yards. Last shot. 5 for 6? Yeah, 5 for 6. Come on, you're coming with me. $80 meters. There's my bag. The wind pushed it all over, but at least that's a legitimate 4 out of 6 on the bag. Barebow. Nobody can complain about that. When I get a little stronger, so I can hold steadier. Look at the distance on those. Those 3, the distance was actually pretty good. I accounted for wind, and then the wind never came, so it just stayed over here. But I was aiming right there. That's right where I was putting the tip of my arrow. I was expecting it to drop a little bit. I was expecting the wind to push it over a little bit. So drop and push over, should have put it in there. Good theory, but the wind can come up at a moment's notice and just decide it's gonna nudge the arrow over a little bit. Still fun. My miss wasn't that much of a miss. It's right over there. And then this one, that's the one I said I just threw away. I always have something like that. 4 out of 6 at 100 yards shooting barebow. Superior shooting method. Let's see if I can better this. Okay, round 4. I'm getting a little tired. It's hard to keep shooting. It's hard to shoot a 57-pound bow competitively. You know, dozens of shots, that kind of thing. Wind in my face. I'm going back to aiming in the upper left corner of that X, like at the 10 o'clock mark of that cross out there. So here goes, 0 for 0. One for 1. Get off to a good start. Two for 2, but it's to the right. I was holding my breath there. Let's get a good one in. Caught the bottom left corner, 3 for 3, but I don't feel good about it. Four for 4. A little left to center. Made a kind of splatty noise. It means it's not in the center. In the center, it makes kind of a wumpy noise. Outside edge, where it's tighter, thwack, kind of splatty. 4 for 4. Five for 5. One good one. 6 for 6. Come on! Let's go see how we did. That literally deformed their bot. Oh my God! I did have a couple of good shots. Check this out. Three on this side, 3 in the center. $100 yards. 90 meters is 99 point something yards, guys. So I'm within a yard of 100 yards. Barebow, yeah, baby. Superior shooting method, like that. And you can do it too. This isn't magic. 61-year-old old fart can do this. You can do it if you're younger and stronger. Just have to use a superior shooting method. Hope you enjoyed this little Fun out in the wood, fun out at the archery range today. Just shooting. Feel free to subscribe to my channel. We'll see you out there. Ciao. Barebow at 100.